Hmm. And we're fucking back again. Back again, and we're back again, and we're
Back
back
at it like
again.
a crack
You
addict.
fucking know it. One sec. Sorry. I'm putting my phone down.
I didn't even
Um,
check my bathroom. I didn't check my background or anything. I don't even know if my bed was made or not.
your background's a lot easier than mine because my like if this is my bedroom, I'm
Mm-hmm.
recording like here, so it's only that way. Like at least on your angle, it's like a little
Mm-hmm.
tighter.
Right there's the door.
Yeah, I think I've been in your bedroom in your new house like once.
Yeah,
When you moved in, you went, look at this, and I went, that's a bedroom.
it sure is. It's a lot more furnished now, probably.
Probably. Um, what's good, dude?
What episode is it, man?
21. 21.
Was
It's
that plus
episode 9
10?
plus 10. And
21.
trying to make sure the lighting is like semi-natural. What are you doing? For anybody
Oh,
listening
can
right
we get a
now,
face reveal?
for anybody listening, yeah, it's like I just pick up like my dad. No, for anybody listening right now,
Hey, Dad.
we're hopefully not gonna have to focus on the gimmick of the webcam too much because like last week definitely we did. But
Yeah, we're like recording.
for all the viewers, come here. My cat's here. What are you doing? Hey, come on. Stop being a fucking bozo. Come here. Oh,
Is it Pepper?
it's cat reveal time.
Yeah, it's Pepper.
This is cat reveal. This is Pip. This is beep beep. All right. You get away from me now. Wah!
Fun fact about Pepper is she really hates it when you try to put her head in your mouth.
It's because my brother did that shit when we were like when we first got her. That's got to be
Mhm.
the reasoning.
100%. And so it's fun to kind of mess with her and pretend you're gonna eat her.
Pepper's a great
She
cat
goes
though.
like she goes like that. Oh, look at her.
I've had a
Done.
fair amount of cats in my life. Pepper is for anybody listening, I'm definitely like a cat person. That's not like I'm a weird person with cats. Like I don't call my cats my children, and I don't give them weird voices like, "Oh, Dad, give me food." I just don't fuck with dogs too much.
Do you have like some weird names for your pets that aren't their actual names? Like
Well,
has
yeah,
it
because so I never named any of my pets. All my pets have had other people name them because none of them are like mine. Like Pepper is technically my sister's, and my brother has a cat, and then my mom and dad have the rest of the pets. So like I don't get to name them, so like I'm okay with just like giving them whatever fucking name I want. Like we
yeah.
got like Pepper is named after Pepper Potts from Iron Man, but I just call her Beep Beep. Beep
What a strange character to name
beep because we were
a
thinking
pet
about like
after.
female characters in the Marvel universe, and this was like
Mhm.
just when Iron Man 3 came out. So Gatsby was a
Okay.
thing when she has the suit on.
You should have named her Scarlett Johansson. You imagine that? How do you feel about pets having two names? Because I like it.
I like it too. I like it when they're like really
I think
official.
I also really like it when a pet has a human name. I think
Yeah,
that's really cute.
like a really
Mhm.
official name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like like
uh
you have a dog named Henry.
I do have a dog named Henry, which
That's
is
awesome.
hilarious.
Do you call him Hank?
Is that short for Henry?
Yeah, that's short for Henry. Yeah,
I didn't know
you
that.
start calling him Hank, confuse him.
Nah, I call him shit dog.
Shit dog. He is a
Fucking hate
he's a
him.
little boy, and he runs around and kind of nibbles at your ankles, but he means well.
I really don't like that dog.
That's okay.
I
It's not
just
like
really love him.
technically your dog, like
Am
you
I
said.
is there is my video changing right now?
I don't think so. Are you trying to edit the settings? Mine changes when I
Yeah,
move closer. Notice that?
I just changed it because
Is
like
it
last time we recorded in daytime, so I have a giant lamp on me right now.
fair play? I think Zoom is trying to white balance against my fucking head because that's how pale I am. Because look, I'll move back and it
That's like
changes.
me
Notice
though.
that?
Like my it doesn't look
Unless
like
I'm
a
just blocking my
like
like
see
no
this?
no
Ready for
way.
this? Ready? You don't have a beard and then beard.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
Like my shirt,
Oh yeah,
they like
yeah.
pitch it
It
down. Like
camouflage.
my hair is not that color.
No,
My hair is like borderline red, bro. Um,
I
okay.
wish. I did a weird thing this weekend.
What do you do?
Or not even weird. It was like more spontaneous. Like how fun. I'm trying to buy a dog. My chair went down.
A
And
dog.
yeah. I think I put it yeah, I put it in the group chat. I I want to buy a Boston Terrier. So I messaged somebody on Kijiji on a whim even though my mom told me not to. And they messaged me back. So I messaged them back. And like I was kind of explaining my situation because I don't know if they just want to get rid of these dogs or if they want to know they're going to a good home. I'm sure they do want them to go to a
I
good home.
like to think that most people do.
But I know some people have
You're dealing
very
with
high
like Michael
standards.
Vick.
Well, I'm not Michael Vick, so it's okay.
No, like they might be Michael Vick. Like if they're Michael Vick, they don't give a shit.
Right. But I'm gonna like some people have extremely high standards, like you have to have been a dog owner in the past or something like that. Um, so I just said, hey, I'm first time potential dog owner. I'm interested. But that was on Sunday and they haven't answered me back.
Stop that. Well,
They said when they answered me the first time, they said that there was two
you drinking a
available.
Mountain fucking Dew,
No, it's a green water bottle.
bro? I was like, get the figure it out.
I've never heard of this brand before. It's called Ice River Green Bottle.
I've seen the green bottles, and I feel like that's the only company. Pepper,
That's
can you
fitting.
stop being a fucking psycho? She's just getting into everything right now. It's fine. All right.
Why do they feel the need to write not a significant source of saturated fat, trans fat, fiber, sugars? Like, no shit, it's water.
People are crazy.
Interesting.
It's like motherfuckers will sue 5 Hour Energy if they can, like, like they'll take a shot of 5 Hour Energy and then take a nap and be like, "You lied."
Did you ever hear about the lady who sued Coca-Cola about vitamin water?
Yeah.
How it's not water.
Mhm.
And I think Coke won because
Well, no shit.
they basically claimed like one, all the health information's on the fucking bottle.
Hey.
Two, nobody would look at a bright pink colored juice essentially.
Well,
like,
nobody
oh yeah, that's as
assumes
healthy as
vitamin
water.
water is water.
No, it's not. It does have the like vitamins, certain kinds
Vitamin
of
water,
different vitamins.
for anybody who doesn't know, vitamin water
But
is not great for you.
No, they're bad for you. They're packed with sugar.
But the sugar-free ones are like the closest thing to decent for you.
Mm-hmm. And they taste okay. Like I get a vitamin water when I'm like I find that they do quench my thirst better than like juice or pop would though. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's just a placebo because it's called water. Oh my god, excuse me.
Maybe.
But I find that it does quench my thirst.
Come on.
So I don't know.
Stop fucking around.
What's she doing now?
She's just on the ground doing dumb shit. Here, go to sleep. You're like fresh.
Sounds threatening. Go to bed. Come on.
Hey, sleep. You. All right. What was I gonna say? I was thinking.
I'm gonna put featuring Pepper in the title of this.
Do it. Beep beep. I'm trying to think. Oh, to continue on the
go to our YouTube to see Brady's cat. She's pretty cute.
My other cat's name is Gara.
Mm-hmm.
After the Naruto character.
Oh, I didn't know that was a.
Yeah, he's a sand guy. So I was gonna name like, if you were gonna name a pet, what would you name it? Do you have like an idea in your head?
I might name him Ramsey. After Gordon Ramsay. I like that name.
Why not Gordon? Gordon's fucking hilarious.
I guess.
Name him Gord.
Gordo. There's a lot of nicknames I could derive from that.
Gordo.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zoe McGuire. Zoe
101. Oh. And Lizzie McGuire, that's the crossover we needed.
I'm gonna sit perfectly like this so like everybody can just see my cat, and then maybe we'll have like more retention on our videos.
Sit here. Make sure she's in the thumbnail.
Beep beep. I already have in my head. I don't know why I really want to get. I want to foster. You know, if Than has like a one-legged cat or a three-legged cat.
Ellie, yeah.
I really want a
one-legged cat. Could you imagine?
I want a one-eyed cat.
One-eyed cat?
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cute. Would you put an eye patch on him?
No, I want a one-eyed cat specifically so I can name it Guts after the guy from Berserk.
One sec. Fair play. Jesus Christ! Oh my God, it's all happening. So I went to get my fucking
get a dog named him Holland.
Holland, like Holland March,
like Hollandaise sauce and Holland March.
Why are you talking about sauce though?
Because you like the eggs Benedict, right?
Yeah. Should I name him Benedict?
That's my I think that's my horse's name in Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh no, it's Bennett. Oh, and Bennett. Then I learned that it was.
Do you name him yourself?
Yeah, I learned it was a girl like 7 hours later.
That's okay.
Bennett.
Bennett's, I don't know. Bennett's kind of a cool name for a girl. I like it when girls have like guy. I know not every name is like just a guy or a girl name, but ones that are typically guy names, I think that's cool.
Yeah, I always thought that if I ever had a kid, which I really hope I don't, if I ever had like a daughter, I'd name her Jackie.
Oh my fucking god, my chair. You see me like slowly
Yeah,
going
I don't know
down?
what you're doing. You
Hey,
keep
yo.
like, popping up and popping down, dude.
Because my chair does this thing. If I sit on it a certain way, it'll slowly just go like that. It's been doing it
Looks
a
like you're
lot
gonna be
lately.
recording from like the bottom up.
Or
Hey
like
guys, I'm
yesterday,
Morgan.
I'll just be out of the or yesterday, last episode.
Don't
I'll
give
just
up
be
the
out of the
illusion.
screen.
We actually record every episode in one go.
Yeah, we have 200 episodes canned, ready to go.
We haven't gone to Algonquin yet. Like it hasn't. None of this.
And we do outfit changes on every single one.
Mhm.
It's a lot of work. We haven't gone to Algonquin yet.
We made it all
We
up.
haven't gone to Algonquin. We haven't gone to the Cotty.
We
This
made
is
it all
before
up.
Christmas. We made that shit up, and we predicted the lockdowns in January.
And
That's
my
pretty
cat.
cool.
Oh, dude, you know what I should tell the story about?
Uh-oh. What? I don't know what you're
About
talking
the last entire week of my life, that the thing I've been dealing with.
Yes, you should.
Fucking cell phones.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna spin you guys all your like a fun yarn. I'm gonna give you like the smooth version of it.
This story is like legitimately the most painful thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
Bro, I don't even think I finished the story to you. I don't know if you know like how it ends.
There might be okay, start from the beginning, then we'll see.
There's
And
like
going back down.
I'm gonna hit every note except for a handful, but it should be fun. I'm gonna hit you the important notes because if not, we'd be here for 3 hours. So I'm gonna publicly say, what are you doing? Oh, she's going to sleep. I'm gonna publicly say, he's going down. Oh, I just say dark chocolate. Now my tongue is brown. So I'm gonna publicly say this, and I hope they see this. Hope the representative sees this shit. I hope we blow up and you see
Do you
this.
know their name? Do you know their name?
Fuck Freedom Mobile.
Do you know the rep's name?
No.
All right. Bummer. Okay, go ahead.
Which rap? I've seen 20.
Any.
Vikas is the only one, but Vikas is good people.
Okay.
At the Oshawa one, the location on like Highway 2 or whatever by the Walmart, that guy's good people. He helped us out as much as he could. Everybody else, if you know somebody who works at Freedom Mobile, they're a narc, fuck them up. So I have been on Freedom Mobile since 2012. Brought my own phone in, just been getting new phones, like buying new phones or getting like used phones, just swapping out every once in a while. Since 2012, I had a student plan. It was so back when it was Wind. Anybody who's not listening from Canada, hi. But also, I don't know. I don't think it's a thing there. It's kind of like, it's like a top up, like a cheapy brand for cell phone service.
We have like the big three that are really expensive, and then there's a bunch of subsidiary companies that they all have. And I think Freedom, I don't know if they're subsidiary, but they use the towers of like Bell or something.
Yeah, they're like okay. They're subpar. Yeah. They're subpar company. Never had a problem with them until recently. So recently, right now I have a iPhone 8. I think this is an iPhone 8. And it's slowly kicking the bucket. You know how iPhones go. They just kind of die out eventually. So in my mind, like a few months ago, I already started to tell that it was starting to go downhill with the phone. So I was like, I'm gonna have to get a new phone soon. And I was like, that's fine. I'll start looking at like Freedom plans, because at one point my dad told me, hey man, you've been on the same plan as me. You should check if you're eligible for an upgrade, because he was like, my plan's like shit. And I was like, okay. So I pay like $35 a month, which is like fucking nothing.
Dirt cheap in this country.
And they give me like a 2 or 3 month credit. So in reality, I pay $90 every 3 months. And then I was always like, man, why the fuck? Because they told me I had like unlimited data, which is not true. I have like unlimited data that throttles. I assumed that meant like the very minimum 8 to 10 gigs. So I checked my plan. It's like, you've been a member on a student plan, which I don't know if you know this by looking at me. I'm not a student. I haven't been a student in a very fucking long time. I'm old as shit. And they were like, yeah, so you can get you're on a student plan. And I was like, I am on a student plan, and it said you have 3 gigabytes of data. 20 mid 20s, and I have 3 gigabytes of data, like a fucking chump. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That means I'm just gonna get a new phone and then I'll get a new plan with it, and then I'll just upgrade it, and I'm willing to pay a little bit more because I barely like the phone bill doesn't make a fucking dent. So I already know that when I signed up for this plan, it was under my dad's name, like my dad's account. So we have one account that's linked with two people because, of course, I didn't have a fucking credit or anything. I was like, what, in 2012? Graduated high school in 2015. So I was like fucking
grade
13.
10, grade
like
9.
I was like 14 or 15. So then we're like, okay, that makes sense. All we have to do is just go there. I have to go there with my dad. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get us unlinked so that I can access it because I don't want to have to like go around my daddy all the time. You know what I mean? So we pull up at the one location. This is location number 1. Pay attention to how many locations I get to by the end of the story. We pull up location number 1, the location at the mall, and pull up, and I'm like, hey, give them the jargon. They go, okay. They go, we're gonna need an ID and a credit card from you to do a credit check. I'm like, sure. And then they're like, we're gonna need an ID from you. It's my dad. My dad's like, sure. And like, just so we can access the account, then we can start doing it. We're like, cool. They're like, we're gonna split your accounts, so you're like 2 separate entities. And then also you can get your new plan. I went, bingo, that's exactly what I'm here for. So, not airing my dad out here right now, but my dad's name is Bill, for anybody listening, which means, yes, on his ID, his name is William, which everybody knows. Every single person knows.
Bill is short for William, the same way Hank
actually,
is
I just
short
want to
for
make sure, just
Henry.
he yelled about this a lot. I want to make sure if I look up short form for William,
Oh, you'll find Bill or Will.
short form for
That's
William.
it. That's
First thing that
it.
pops up, abbreviated WM. No, that's not it.
Win.
Will, Willie, Bill, or Billy.
Mhm.
Just one Google search away. Don't even have to click on a thing. It just pops up on the screen. You know, when you Google something so obvious, it just pops up right on the screen. You don't have to go on
Yeah.
that page.
I always feel like a putz every time I legitimately don't know the answer.
Yeah, and then
It pops up
sometimes you'll like hit one of those, though, and it's the wrong answer. It'll just be like a Reddit post. They're like, this seems like relevant enough. So we go there. My dad gives the ID. Guy goes, hey, what's your name? My dad goes, my name is, come here. My dad goes, my name is Bill. And he goes, oh no, he goes, the account name's under Bill. My dad goes, yep, that's my name. The guy goes, no, but on your ID, on your ID, it says William. Dad goes, still my name. Guy goes, man, we can't let you in this account. My dad goes, nope, what? And he goes, that's not the same name. And my dad was like, yeah, but. And at this point, he's kind of just still like, this is happening. He was like, yeah, but it's the same name. Like, everybody knows that. Dude goes, I don't know. My dad goes, Google it. And he's like, no. And my dad's like, okay, cool. So what do we do now? Then he goes, I don't know. And then my dad's like, where's the manager? Manager walks up. My dad goes, hey, shows him the thing, goes, hey, I have it's my name. That's me. You can tell that's me. And that's of course me. And then the guy goes, do you have anything that any ID that has the name Bill on it? He goes, no, because my birth name is fucking William. It's just like I have thing like what?
When
And
you
then they're
sign
like,
up for things, you can just say Bill.
he was like, I never had to show my ID when
But
I signed up.
obviously
He's
on a
like, dude, I
government
signed
ID,
up at like a
it'll say William.
kiosk. Like they were just probably like, hey, what's your name? Cool, bye. And then the guy just goes, yeah, I can't help you. And we're like, okay. And also, mind you, while my dad's talking to the manager, this guy is going through with me the plans. He's like, hey, we're gonna talk some plans. I'm like, cool. And he's like, just so I can get you set up, just so we can see what we can do, and then you can think. And at this point, I'm not like too frustrated. It's just ridiculous. Guy gets me with a plan going. He gets it all set up all the way to the top. He goes, we need to do a credit check. And I have no reason to lie to any of you guys. I'm not very good with money, but I definitely don't have bad credit. I don't have good credit either. Every time I check my credit, right in the middle. It's a fucking, I have a perfectly moderate credit score. And these people, like, you're selling phones for $35. Your credit check shouldn't be this stringent. But he goes, yeah, he didn't pass credit check. I'm like, all right. And then he goes, do you want to, like, we can deal with that. And I went, what do you mean? He goes, we can like circumvent that by doing like a line of credit down payment. And I'm like, what is that? He goes, either $50, $150 or $300. He's like, each one would give you a bigger discount on the phone when you're done your plan and you want to buy the phone outright. I go, $50. Let's do this right now. Dude goes, yeah, I can't. And I went, why? And he went, because of what we just talked about. And I went, oh, okay, what do we do? about this. And then he goes, you got to go home. You got to call them because they're not going to be able to ID you through the phone. You just have to give them the PIN. So get your dad to call them and just say, hey, there's another number. The number is 289-600, whatever. I almost said my entire phone
Why
number out loud.
couldn't why couldn't that'd be good. Why couldn't Bill just give the pin to the people at the store so they know that he is actually the account holder? Why don't they do the
They
pin
did
thing at
that.
the store? And they
And then when they opened the account, it said Bill O'Brien. And then he went, my name is William O'Brien. They went,
so the
we have
purpose
no
of the
proof that you're the
pin,
same person.
the purpose of the pin is to like confirm that you're the account holder. No,
Mm-hmm.
is that not the purpose of it?
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't
It's
even
how you
need.
access your account.
Imagine having to show ID every time you buy something at the store using a
It's
chip
like
and
this.
pin. That's kind of
If
what's going on
you
here.
if you want to change a lot like big things, you have to prove that you're with an ID. So then the guy goes, you're gonna have to go home, get your dad to just tell them the PIN. They won't be able to ID him like through his ID on the phone. So just tell him, hey, the number that I almost said fully out loud, which is my phone number, is under a name Brady. Get it, get that guy to have account administration ability. What?
You started that sentence off a little rough there.
Why?
You didn't say words.
Did I not?
No.
We call them
You
up
were-
and tell them account administration abilities for that
There you
person.
go. Oh, okay.
A lot of words, man.
Hmm.
I'm starting to realize I can't talk the older I get. It's weird. I talk all weird.
Broken out.
Yeah, that cat just fucking beamed at me. I saw that shit.
Yeah, she heard you fucking stuttering.
So she doesn't like when you grab her toe. So I'm like, cool. Okay, we go home. My dad calls them. They go, bingo, bango, bongo. You're good. You got account administration. I go, shit. Okay, player. Walk right back in the next day. Different guy. I'm like, uh-oh. Hand the guy this little pamphlet the other guy handed me. Of course, with not his name on it, but all the information of what we did before. I go, this is the deal. He said, open this up. You'll explain. I go, cool.
So did they make a note of it on your file? Because that's what they like to do at like the bank or something. So like
you'll find out in a second.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because they go, I hand the thing out. The guy goes, cool. He goes, okay, so there's a note of like the plan you want. I'm like, cool. He goes, what's your name? I went, Brady. He goes, looks at my ID and goes, counts under a guy named Bill. I went, but I just got administration to do things on it. And he goes, nah, it's not showing up. And I went, what do you mean? He goes, oh, see, they probably gave you administration to talk on the phone and on the internet, not in person. And I literally went like, all right. And I just immediately
Why isn't it all
away.
the same shit?
The guy's holding the ID in his hand. I go, all right, and take it out of his hand. I'm like, bye. I need to go. Like, I need to leave this place now. Because now I'm like, getting a little pissed. And I'm trying to remember the exact timeline of how this all went down. Because we give up on that store. I think we went to another store at one point. But we go home. Then we're like we're just pissed. So while my dad's at work one day, I'm trying to figure it out. So I go on the fuck is that cat going? I go on the account thingy. Like I go on the account thingy on the website and I start messaging an agent. The entire time I'm messaging the agent, I'm like, cool, like let's just do this. The plan, they're like, you know all the information. They're like, hey, is the account holder here? I'm like, fucking sure. Yeah, sure he is. All you're gonna ask me is the PIN and the name of the person that owns the account, so sure. They're like, cool. We get it all squared up. Where I'm at the fucking finish line for this shit. And then they go, we need to do a credit check. And I went, no. And they go, we do. And I went, look, I'm not gonna pass the credit check, so no. And then they're like, what are you gonna do? And I went, I'm gonna put a down payment down. It's fine. Like I already talked about this with the guy. And they go, nah, you gotta go get a credit check. And I went, no, but I don't want to. I'm not doing it. And they go, you gotta go get a credit check. And I was like, I already explained to you why I can't get a credit check. Because I need I need my dad with me that's apparently not my dad. Like I need to find another dad and then go with him. And they're like, you can try again in 90 days. And I was like, get fucking bent. Okay.
Try again in 90 days.
Credit check in 90 days.
Oh my god.
So I go, okay, cool, get bent. My dad comes home. He is rip roaring angry. And he goes, okay, I have an idea. I'm like, what? He's like, we're just gonna go right to the store right now. I'm like, cool. He brings with him his passport, his water bill, the deed to the house, his birth certificate, his ID, his health card, his driver's license, like included in his ID, like 9 other bills that all have either William or Bill on it. And he walks in the store with a stack of paper and puts it down and goes, read through these right now. And the dude goes, oh, fuck. We go through it. I'm at this store for
Different dude or same dude?
No, this is Vikas. This is in the other shop. He's good people though.
Okay.
He tried his hardest. So then we go to we sit there for hour and a half as he's like, we got this, we'll figure it out. Because right when we walk in, he goes, I don't know why you're even trying. You can't do that in the store. My dad went, what do you mean? He goes, you can't switch account names or split them. And I went, what the fuck do you mean by that? What did you mean by that? And he goes, well, here's the thing. You're supposed to send to the back office. I'm like, the fuck is a back office? He's like, you have to send documents.
You gotta walk to the back of the store, tell a riddle to a fucking troll.
Bro, that's what Duffett said. Duffett was like, how funny would it be if the guy walked into the back room? The guy walked into the back room, came back with like a fake mustache, and he was like, welcome to the back office. Like he was like a different guy, but like, yeah,
he pulls a lever and everything in the counter in the store just like rotates around to like
and like candles. And like he has like an old book. And he goes, but we're sitting there and this guy's like, yeah, you gotta send it to the back office. And I went, no. No. What is that? How long is that gonna take? Guy goes like 5 to 7 weeks. And I go, you're gonna do it right now. Is what's gonna happen. You're gonna do it right fucking now, or we're gonna kill you.
Beckoning finger.
Yeah, you do it right fucking now. So we sit there for a while. He's like, I got this. I'm gonna figure this out for you guys. We're like, all right, bad. He goes, we're doing it, and we're doing it, and we're doing it. And then he goes, at one point, I don't even remember how this happens. I don't even know if Vikas is good people now I think about it, because I think he stole $50 from me, like just a personally. He goes, I need a $45 top up. And I went, okay. And I just tapped my card. And then he went, okay. And then I thought about it. I was like, let's top up that. Like, did he mean him? He's
what
like,
does a top up? What's a top up? What does that mean?
When you have like postpaid, where you like pay by the month kind of thing, you can like buy the cards, like the prepaid cards. They're called top up cards.
Okay. For like what? More data?
No, for like your service. So like they add to like a credit.
I don't think I get it.
Remember Xbox Live? You'd buy like, you could stack like 2 weeks, like the 2 weeks and 2 weeks that you would find in games. Yeah, like the it's like that.
So you're extending a billing period.
So if my bill is $45 and I pay $80 right now, I can pay 2 months off right away.
Gotcha. Okay. Pay in advance. Okay.
But did he know that neither of us pay that way? I
guess not.
So I
should have made a note of it.
Tap that shit. And then he goes, you guys are good. We're like, what? And he goes, we're done. You're good. We're like,
seems too easy.
Okay. We got hyped. We got we were fucking Tusken Raiders from Star Wars, like, and we go home. We sit down, and we go. I got to sign into my Freedom account, my own Freedom account. Sign in. It goes, please give us a pen. I go, okay. Give a pen. Then my dad goes, sign in, and it goes, please give us a pen. He goes, there's a pen. Then I go to do anything and nothing happens. So I log out and log back in. It goes, please give us a pen. I go, okay, give them the same pen. They go, that's not the pen. I give them the pen my dad gave. They go, that is the pen. Would you like to change your pen? And I went, what? And I was like, so wait, every time we sign in, we reset our own password. What? And then I also look, I'm like, $45. I just spent like $50. I look at my credit. I'm like, I still owe two months payment. It doesn't have any, there's nothing on it that says that I paid anything. And then I go to check my dad. I'm like, hey, can you check to my dad? He goes and checks his bill. He's like, man, we didn't pay my bill either. I was just like,
so yeah,
this guy just said I need a top up for me. Like he just said for me. I'm like, okay.
It was actually his own bank account that was hooked up to.
Yeah. So then we're confused. Shit. We're really confused because it like reset both of our accounts. Like there's nothing, nothing exists anymore. Like we're just like, what? Okay.
Do you still have cell phone service?
Yes.
Okay.
The next day rolls around. I'm thinking everything's kind of fixed. Not that bad. And then they shut my phone off. And I'm like, the fuck do you mean? And then I go to check the fucking pin. I go to check the top-up thing. And I'm like, oh, I have to type in a top-up code. Go to type that thing in. And then it goes, you can't use top-up codes because you're on a plan. I went, and then under it says top-up codes are non-refundable, non-transferable under any circumstance. And I went, I beg to fucking differ. I beg to differ.
You'd be the first.
And then my dad comes home and I'm like, hey, and he goes, he just texted me, want to go to Freedom? And I went, yeah, I do. coming
Do
downstairs.
I?
He goes, "Hey, they deleted everything on my account." And I'm like, "Okay, is that a problem?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Okay." And he goes, I don't have a voicemail anymore." And I went, "Why?" And then he goes, "I don't know." He calls them up. Also, the voicemail thing is like, there was some voicemails that he really wanted to keep in there that were either very important to him personally or very important to him business wise, like keeping numbers and stuff like that he just kept around because he needed to have them, and they deleted all of them. So he's upset now. He calls up the boy. He goes, "Hey, somebody needs to talk to me."
The store or the
He just calls up
service?
some motherfucker. Because he said earlier, he was like, "I want the complaints department to call me. I want to file a formal complaint." They go, "Sure." Then they call him at 9:45 while he's asleep, like 9:45 p.m. And then he was like, "Okay." So he calls them back.
That's
And
so
like,
late to call.
and they go, "We don't know what you're talking about." And my dad goes, "Okay, well, I want to talk to you then." He goes, "I need access to my account." Tells him the pen and everything. They go, "Who is this?" He goes, "Bill O'Brien." They go, or he goes, or yeah, no, he says Bill O'Brien. He opens
He
with
doesn't
Bill.
even know which alias
He
to
opens
use
with
now.
Bill, and the dude
Okay.
goes, "I can't talk to you."
Senator William.
No, he goes, "I can't talk to you." He goes,
Okay.
"Then I'm Brady." And he goes, "I can't talk to you." And then he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'm Bill or William." He goes, "I can't talk to you. You don't own this account." My dad goes, "Who the fuck does?" And he goes, "I can't tell you that." And then my dad's like, "Okay, what about Brady? What if I use Brady?" And then he goes, "No." Then we go,
Too late now.
"Who owns
Were
this
you
account?"
there? Could you not hand the phone to you? You're like, I'm Brady.
That's what I'm saying. But they said that I don't know neither. They're
Oh,
just like, "I don't know what you're talking about. No, neither of those people own this account." We're like, "Who owns it then?" And they're like, "We can't tell you that because you don't own it." We're like,
who the fuck hijacked your account?
so we go back to the store, and now we're pissed. We're going back to the store. In my mind, I'm like, "I'm gonna kill this man. I'm gonna kill this man. It's gonna be over. He's gonna die. Like we're gonna cut the skin a guy." And we walk in. We're like, "Hey, this is a problem." Blah, blah, blah. Dude goes, "Cool." Opens everything up. Starts looking at it. He goes, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, so we swapped them. So like you own your dad's number and your dad owns your number now." And I went, "Who owns the account?" And he went, "Nobody apparently." And I went, "Okay, okay, well fix that like today, like please right now." Because I was like, I'm not leaving here until I get what I planned on getting done, which was getting a new cell phone plan today. Like it has to happen right fucking now. So I'm like, I'm gonna be here for a while. He fixes it all to an extent. He fixes it all, and then he goes, I go, "By the way, can I have $50 because you took it from me?" And he goes, "No, it's on top up." I hand him the receipt. I go, "I don't use top up. You know this. You've been in my account for like 7 hours last week." He goes, "Huh? Yeah, you don't." He goes, "Does he?" I'm like, "Who, my dad?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, does he?" I'm like, "I don't know. You tell me. You're looking at the accounts." He goes, "Yeah, neither of you have top ups." No, that's why they shut my phone off. So I was like, now, and he goes, "Before we do anything, you have to pay off the rest of the outstanding debt, thing." And I go, "Okay." So now I'm $150 in the hole. And I'm like,
Why is it $100?
because I had 2 months stacked up, which I didn't have to, I had another month and a half to pay both those. So I
Okay.
paid the 1 month, and then I paid a month to Vicas, so I guess he could pay rent or something. And then they made me pay another one just to even talk to them. So now I'm $150 in the hole, and $50 is apparently non-refundable. So I'm like, "Fix this." He goes, "Okay." We sit there, we go through it all. We go through it fucking all, fix it. He goes, "Cool. Now you guys are on postpaid." And I went, "I don't want that." Like that's the top up cards. We had to buy like top up cards, and they can so you pay at the end of the month, so they can shut you off like that instead of rather than shutting you off at the end of your month.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he goes, "Yeah, you guys are technically classified as new customers now." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Okay, so what about my money?" Because he goes, "The month that you just paid for, that you literally just paid for as you walked in here, that's not valid anymore because you're on a prepaid, so you're on another one." So I went, "No, no, no. What are we doing about that?" And he goes, he's like, "You have a credit, the $45 you paid in credit, that's on your account now." So he's like, "You have next month paid." And I went, "What about the other money?" And he goes, "Freedom Mobile is going to send you a check
Oh, good luck. You're never getting it.
for $46.
I had to go through something similar with Bell. You're never getting it.
I'm never getting it." Because then I went, "When?" And he goes, "I don't know. You're gonna have to check with them if they're gonna send it." And I went, "No, I guess I lost 45. Whatever, it's done." So then he's like, "Yeah, you guys are technically new customers," and I'm like, "You're a fucking asshole. Like I fucking hate you and all of the people at this company. All of you fucking suck."
You're getting bullied. They're
So
your lunch money.
so I go home because now I'm like, now in my heart of hearts, I'm like,
Shaking you by your
I'm done.
ankles.
Wait, no, this is not where this is where the crossroads happen, where it's over for me. I go, fuck it. Whatever. I was like, I got some money on me right now. Get me a plan right now. I'm walking out of here with a new iPhone tonight. He goes, you gotta do a credit check. I went, I'm not gonna pass a credit check. I've told you this 4 times. Let's just skip that. I'll do the down payment thing. He goes, what? And I want the down payment thing. And he goes, yeah, you can't do that. And I went, why? And he goes, that was a one-time offer. And I go, what do you mean though? And he goes, that was a one-time
What do you
offer
mean by
from that
that?
store. And I said that they never offered it. They just said it was a thing. And he goes, yeah, I don't know. And I went, what do you mean that was a one-time? I was
How
like,
does
how are you
he
going to
know
offer
that
me
you?
something?
How does he know that you were offered this?
Because there's a note on it that I
Offered.
tried to do it.
Oh, so that they'll write down, but nothing else.
So I go, cool. What the fuck? And I go, so now what? And he goes, you have to pass credit check or else we can't give you a phone. And I went, okay, so I'm just gonna like not be with this company. And he went, okay. And I went, I was like, I hope you know the only reason that I am not like throwing my phone in your trash bin right now is because I have a 1 month credit and you've already stolen $50 from me and I don't want to lose $100. So, and he's like, that's fine. And I'm like, you literally don't fuck. Nobody at this company gives a fuck about the customer. It's all good. So I'm like, whatever. I go to leave and I'm like, so that's a one-time offer. And they didn't even offer me it. The guy said, this is what we can do. And I went, cool. That sounds like a good idea. We should try doing that. And then he went, you can't get into your account. I went, cool. So they can just say whatever they want and then just cancel it out. Cool. We get home. My dad goes, fuck it. He calls up the fucking complaints department. The complaints department he goes, hey, I want to talk to Frank from the complaints department. They go, we don't know what you're talking about. And he goes, no, there's a file number. He gave me it. It's blah, blah, blah. They go, there's no file for that. And he goes, okay, well then fucking open one. Open one now. And he starts reaming them out. And they go, well, we can help you out. We can help you out. I talked to them for like 30 minutes because my dad hands me the phone. And I go, hey, you offered me something that you didn't even offer. Like, it isn't like I don't get it. You didn't offer. You told me about a product.
Your employees at the store right now are lying to my face. Just
that's like this. That's like if you
so
pull up at McDonald's, you know they got the new spicy McChicken,
mm-hmm.
and they go, "Hey, you know there's a new spicy McChicken." It's on the sign. It goes like new spicy McChicken, $4.27, and you go, "Hey, can I get that $4.27 spicy chicken?" And they go, "No," and you go, "Why?" And they go, "Because you didn't yell it out when you saw the photo immediately." That's it. They're just
we
like,
have on record here that you already bought one for that price. And
yeah, they're like, we can only offer you it. Like, that's like, okay, more accurate. That's like you going, you order a Big Mac and you go, actually, can I also try one of those McChickens for like, they're like $4.27, right? They go, no. You go, why? And they go, because you didn't open with that. They're $10 now. You didn't open with that. What am I gonna tell you? Because hey, the guy gave me a suggestion. I said, that's probably the best bet. And then he went, that counts as an offer. They hate getting money. This company hates getting money. So I go, whatever. Go home. I talk to this guy. The guy goes, yeah, I can't do anything about that. And I went, of course you can't. Of course you can't, because you're literally sitting on a fucking pylon right now and you're spinning. You're sitting on a pool cue and you're spinning around. You fucking putz. So then he goes, hey, yeah, he's like, that's a thing that you have to take up with the store. And I was like, why? And he goes, because it's like whatever they classify. Like, this guy was pretty nice. He was just like, I literally can't help you. And I was like, okay. And he's like, you can try again in 90 days. But he was like, it's up to the store. The store technically decides whether they offered you something. So he's like, you have to go back and like kind of argue that with them. And I was like, I'm absolutely not gonna fucking do that. And he was like, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna done. I'm done. And then my dad, it goes back to talking to them, and he's like, hey, this is the wildest part. This is the point where my dad, I swear, he literally was like, if you were in the room with me, I'd kill you. Because the dude goes, he's like talking to this dude. This is like the third guy he's talking to tonight on the phone. He's like, hey, this is my complaint, blah, blah, blah. He goes, my name is Bill O'Brien. They go, what? And he goes, my name is Bill O'Brien. And they go, no, how does it work? He said, my name is William O'Brien. Because he thought the fucking accounts were changed. That's how it went. There's so many twists and turns. He thought the accounts were changed to his name, William. He goes, hey, my name is William O'Brien. They go, like Bill? And he goes, the same fucking name. And the dude goes, no, it's not. And my guy goes, yeah, it is. No, it is. It is everywhere in Canada.
Who do they hire at
and the dude goes, no, it's not. Everybody knows that the short form for William is Willie.
He did not say that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say that.
Mhm.
So did your dad like fucking punch him through the phone? Did you just like fucking
My
reach in,
dad
fucking
literally is like just sitting there like shaking, like like at one point he had his hands on his head and he just literally goes like, I think I'm gonna cry. I'm like, why? He's like, I've never been this defeated in my life. He's like, it's so bad. But he's like, are you fucking? The dude's like, no, I don't believe you. It's like, you don't. He's like, why the fuck would I call to make a complaint about my account? If it, why would I do this? Is this a prank call? And they're like, I don't know. I don't believe you. Everybody knows that that's not, that Bill is not William. And he went, I literally fucking die, and hung up the phone. And then me and my parents sat down. And me and my dad were like, we're switching companies 1000%. My mom was like, I don't want to be on Freedom anymore either. She's had no problems. She's just like, fuck this. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And now we're switching for cell phone companies, because if you're with Freedom, just think of that next time you want to do something there.
Ironic name. They should be called Lack of Freedom.
They should be called the fucking gulag, bro.
That sad. That whole situation sounds like one really drawn out fever dream. Like him going to your dad and saying everybody knows that the short form of William is Willie sounds like something that would happen in his nightmares.
Yeah, he's like, it's Willie or Will. I'll take Will.
So
Are you sure?
I need to know who's working customer service for Freedom.
Literally anybody. My cat.
Literally, right? Like, just like, is it fourth graders or is it like Willie's funnier? So it's Willie today.
Bro, they're all just
The guy at the store
fucking
thinks it's fucking.
mocks.
Did the guy at the store have a little nickname for your dad too?
Yeah, he was like,
He's
everybody
getting
knows.
pet names from these
Everybody
people.
knows Black Deck is short for William. No, but like that guy, I was also like at that store, this candy ass fucking store. There's like no cell phones on the store, like on the floor. There's just literally, it's a big empty room. And like this,
Yeah, with one table.
Dude,
I've been in a Freedom before.
the random
They're-
dude walks out of the back room. It's just us in the store. Random dude walks out of the back room. He looks homeless, and then he gives Buddy paperwork, and then Buddy goes like, "Hey," and goes and taps the table, and the guy looks down at the table, and there's like, no joke, I literally counted. There's $1.72 or 75 cents, like in like nickels. And the guy just goes, "Oh, thanks, man," and takes it and puts it in his pocket and just leaves. And I was like, "What the fuck was that? What a weird." You have
That's
a guy.
weird.
You have
That's
a guy
weird,
like a home. The only thing I can
interaction.
think of is like maybe like the dude who worked there was like some guy was homeless and he's like, I need a job, and he was like, go fill out this paperwork and I'll give you some change for the bus. But like honestly, I doubt that, because
I
I
doubt that
pay
too.
them absurd amounts of money and they still fuck me. It's bullshit, man. And then like when I was talking to my parents, they're like, you want to switch to a different company? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, bro, it's gonna be so much more money. It's like, I would rather pay twice the amount to get fucked by a company that I know can like
At least like handle a customer service complaint.
Yeah.
Like one, just one. And by the way, it's really hard for any of them to, but I've been with Bell, I've been with Rogers, I've been with Kudo, and they all suck balls, right? But I've no matter how long it takes, Jesus Christ, something in my eye. No matter how long it takes, I've always had a problem resolved. And it's never been as many like interactions with them as you had with Freedom. You talked to Freedom more in the last week than probably anybody else.
I've literally talked to them more in 1 week than I talked to them in what, 10 years. Been with them for 10 years, talking to them more.
Mhm.
I've been into a Freedom store like 2 times. Like the last week,
Before last
5
week, now you've
times.
been
5 or
50
6 times, and I've called them on the phone for like upwards of like 5 hours.
Why is it so hard for telecommunications companies? Them in particular, most companies suck, but telecommunications companies have never one time had their shit together ever.
Bro, they also just like, I just don't understand the whole thing that nobody wanted to like just like let me pay more money. Like all I asked for was I'm on a $30 plan. I want to pay you guys $70 a month for a new phone and a new plan. And they were like, absolutely not. Fuck this guy. Your dad's also not your dad. Like, all right.
It's amazing to me that, oh, I guess it's because the account wasn't under your name. I was like, it's amazing to me that they made you do a credit check when you've been with them for so long, but I guess technically it was under fucking.
Well, because I would
Billy.
be opening a new, because I never got a phone under them. I've only ever brought phones to them.
Right.
So they don't do a credit check when you bring a phone, because you're just on like a credit thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, if you bring a phone, if I like bring a phone, same with like most, I know like a good handful of places. If you like walk in,
Bell credit checks if you bring a phone.
that's fine. But like I know like the smaller companies, like if you just bring them a phone, most of the time they're like, we're not gonna credit check if the plan is like the most basic form of plan. especially Freedom. Like you could literally bring in any phone into Freedom, and be like, put a SIM card in it. And they'll be like, how much data do you want? You're like, fuck it, I don't care. And they're like, cool, we got this. It was great. Freedom's great until it wasn't.
I was with them back when they were called Wind for no joke 2 days.
Wind was way better
Wind was better.
because they
Man,
didn't.
I was
they knew that they were a joke of a company when they were Wind. They were running
so.
with some dudes.
Do they still have the
basically.
map that shows dead spots in like Durham region and stuff? They still have that in the stores because when I went in, they had a map of the Durham region, the GTA and stuff, and stuff highlighted in red was where they had service, and stuff that wasn't highlighted in red they had no service to. And it was
they've upgraded a lot since then.
I'd hope so because I was in red. Where I lived was in red. Where I worked was in red. I think anywhere I went in those 2 days were red, like meaning I had service. Never one time did my data even work a little bit.
I think I only have like very
zero data.
specific places that it doesn't work. Like I know like Mimi's basement doesn't work, but that like doesn't like internet doesn't work down there.
That
but like places like our gym doesn't. My data's not great there until I switch plans, and now it is. Doesn't really matter because I'm gonna fucking leave this fucking plan. I'm going to Kudo. Fucking going to Kudo. Just because our boy Duffet works at Kudo. He's been giving me like kind of the lowdown. Thank God for Duffet for fucking helping me out, dude. Every night that some shit would happen, I'd have to sit down and talk to him, and he would be like, "Okay, so you're not crazy. That's the most ridiculous thing in the world." I'm like, "Thank you."
So he also doesn't work at Kudo though.
Yeah, works at Telus and Kudo, the same company.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Kudo's owned by Telus. Oh shit,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, yes, yeah. Kudo is like a subsidiary of Telus now. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is my dad needs a new phone because it's kind of shot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a new phone, give him my old phone. My mom's gonna take her phone because she just got a new phone relatively recently in the last few years and she doesn't care. And we're all just gonna go there, do a multi-line, bring your own phone plan, get a little bit of money off. And like David said, like modify it. When you bring your own phone, it's like very modifiable. Like you can change the amount of data.
Like the plans, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like because I was like, he was like, "What do you need for data?" I was like, "I need the most data out of everybody." But I was like, my dad probably needs some data because he usually uses maps and stuff like that. And my mom doesn't really need data because she kind of stays home a lot. So he was like, "We can figure that out."
Yeah, I mean,
that, like
those shared plans come with a fuck ton of data. You should be fine.
Anything that has to do with, like banks, cell phones, internet, all that shit. Even like, oh, dude, also even fucking like renting places, like the sign up and like process of renting places.
Have you ever dealt with an insurance company?
Yeah, for my car.
That shit's fucking hell.
Yeah, like all of those things. And like, here's the thing: for some things like insurance companies and stuff like that, like to an extent, all of these things, including credit and stuff like that, it's like I understand that they can't be like they can't be like super easy, but it's like you experience people like, I'm not gonna say his name, but like my old landlord, for example, or like my current cell phone company, or like certain like I know plenty of people who have like tried to get credit cards and they like have everything ready and they're just like no for like some finite little thing. It's like they're either pretty easy, like you're like okay that's fine. Like me signing up for a credit card and signing up for banking has been like pretty easy across the board, but like or they are literally the most tedious thing I've ever experienced in my life, and it's a fucking nightmare, and it makes me want to shoot myself in the fucking head.
I was on hold with somebody for a really long time recently. Fuck, I'm trying to think who it was.
But I feel like I remember.
Wasn't my no, it wasn't my doctor's office. I wasn't on hold with them. I just took them forever to call me back.
Doctors also suck, bro. My doctor's a psychopath.
I got an appointment way faster than I thought I would. I got an appointment.
My doctor, I had the same doctor my entire life, family doctor. His name was Dr. Mark Lewicki. Shout out Lewicki. He's retired now, so I think I can say that. Then he like was gone for a lot of time because he would like on his last like year or so of being a doctor, he was just kind of like just going on vacation and shit. He was like barely ever there, which is fine because I was like mainly in college at the time. And then when I came back, I needed to go get like medication for my head because I'm fucking insane. And I ended up going to the doctor's office and it was a different doctor. It was a doctor named Dr. Torek, and she was a fucking sweetheart. But like she said, she was like, I'm just here until he retires, and then we're gonna like full-time fill somebody else. And I was like, okay, cool. Which I still need to find her because I'd like to switch to her as my primary care physician. Because then we got another person after. She was great. She gave me all the medication I needed. Everything was great. We experimented with a lot of medication, stuff like that. Got it all sorted out. Now I have this new doctor. I've never met them because it's been COVID for like 3 years, so like I haven't seen my doctor. But like I'll go to the like I'm under 25, so in Ontario, I get all my medication for free,
Free drugs.
except for when my doctor just decided I don't need it anymore. Which my doctor has done this like 3 times now. My new doctor, where she is either just like I take like medication and I take it once a day, but sometimes I'll forget a day. So like maybe I'm a few days off in a month, and she'll just like cancel it, and then I have
What
to
if you don't
fax her.
if you don't fill up on the right day?
Yeah, and then I have to
Oh,
fax her, and then she takes
that
like a week. Do you
seems.
remember that shit when I was just like not on my medication
I
for like
I
a while?
remember you not being on your medication, but I don't remember you having to fax because that's
That's what we were
insane.
waiting for. The doctor,
Oh,
the person faxed the doctor, and she just like didn't give a fuck enough to answer
did
for
the
like 2 or
pharmacist
3 weeks.
just like
The pharmacist just
cut you some
circumvented it at
slack?
one point. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
just
literally
cut you
was just like,
slack.
he saw me at a certain point, and I was like, hey man, like we got to figure something out like right now. And he was like, I'm gonna give you like 3 months right now, and we're just gonna like call it a quits, and then like we're gonna deal with that. And then like the next time I went in to go get my other medication, which take medication for my stomach, because I have holes in my stomach. The doctor was, or they were just like, yeah, it's gonna be $25, and I was like, wow, no, it's not. And they're like, yeah, your doctor decided you don't need it anymore, so if you don't need it, we can't give you it for free.
What does that mean? If you're prescribed it, how do you not need it?
It's like if you were prescribed like allergy medication for like semi-severe allergies or something, like they could be like, you have to pay for that because like you don't need it life or death, like it doesn't affect your day-to-day. Like
You'll
you
just be a
have to give
little
me my
uncomfortable.
antidepressants for free because I can't function without them. But they
But like,
decided
if
that my stomach, which I can't function without them to an extent,
well,
I'll
I'm
start
sure that's
shit and piss and
pretty,
fart and throwing up.
yeah,
um
pretty painful
so
probably.
they were just like, yeah, and I was like, I don't care enough to argue, so I just pay for them now. Granted, it's like $20 for like 3 months worth, so it's like it's really not.
That
If it was like $100 a month, I'd
yeah,
fucking lose my mind. But
we
like,
have like even when you have to pay for it, our prescription drugs are like relatively cheap
I think it depends on what they are.
compared to people down there, not my neighbors downstairs, South America.
Oh, isn't
They
America
pay
up?
no
What?
America's south of
Wait,
us. It's okay,
we are on
champ.
top of America.
You're good. We're America's
That's what they
hat.
call us. Make up north. I always thought it was reversed.
No, you didn't.
No,
No, this was
no,
just a thing that happened, and we're gonna let it slide. It's okay.
nah, dude.
You,
Straight up quiz me on geography. I might be the worst. Like I might. I know the least amount about anything. I have no idea where anything is ever.
you saying that fucking like gave me whiplash. I'm not even joking. My neck is killing me. Ow, because that was a wild thing to say. We're
What,
gonna
that I
let it
don't know
slide.
shit.
We're no. Just that America is north of us. We're gonna
I
let it
have
slide
no
though.
idea about anything.
I'm gonna consider that a momentary lapse. You
You
know
can quiz me
America,
on
so
geography. I have no
I
idea
don't
what's
want.
going on.
No, I'm not gonna quiz you on geography.
I have no idea what's going on.
I haven't seen my family doctor in 12 years, maybe, and I'm going to see her next week, so it should be interesting. My
Yeah,
mom
definitely.
saw her recently, and she didn't have some very nice things to say about her, so I'm a little nervous that she's not going to help me. We're gonna find out though.
That happens. Side note, I remember in high school one time in geography class, which I probably wasn't paying attention in because I think that America is not where it is. Um, there was a girl who said, I don't even remember who it was, and if I did, I probably couldn't air them out. There's a girl who asked the question, isn't Greenland an island in Ireland? So
No, it isn't. I feel like everybody kind of has that story
wait,
of
it was an island in Ireland or no, because this is what she said. This is exactly what she said. She said Greenland is an island that's part of Ireland. And I went, no. We went, no, absolutely not, because I at least know that much. And then she went, yeah, because like Ireland is like you have like Germany, and then like Ireland's like in it. And I was like, no, what? And then they said, isn't Ireland a continent? And they're like, no, that's Russia. Isn't Russia a continent, or is it? No, it's Asia is the continent with Russia in it.
Russia's weird. It's like in both.
But it was like she assumed that all of Europe was like gigantic continents, kind of like how Russia is this fucking colossal place. That's
So
like
did she
counted
think
like
that every
she
country in
thought
Europe was its own landmass?
so she thought that Greenland was a part of Ireland and Ireland is a part of Germany. Or
I can
Ireland is an
forgive her.
island inside of Germany.
Okay, so Germany,
And then like a big lake.
ocean or lake,
Yeah.
and in that
Is a country.
Ireland.
Is
Okay.
the country of Ireland.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
And a part of the country of Ireland is Greenland. Which
is nowhere near Germany.
is
I think
Greenland
it's kind of near Ireland. It's
they own
owned
the
by
states.
It's owned by Denmark.
Isn't it like connected to the, was it why
We
one
talked
point
about
state?
this. Ow, fuck sakes. No, I just rolled over my toe.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Alaska. I was thinking of like there's like one state that's like weird.
What
Denmark.
country does Greenland belong to? I swear it's Denmark. Denmark. Huge island, only has 56,000 people in it.
I'm looking at a map of Europe right now, trying to figure out where this girl got this idea.
Because the Greenland being a part of Ireland thing, I can forgive her because honestly they're not that far away.
Unless she got it confused with Iceland. Because they're close.
Oh, Greenland does have a flag. It looks weird. It's like a circle.
Where the fuck is Greenland on this thing that you think it's close to Ireland?
I mean, it's not like close, but it's map of the world. Maybe we're both dumbasses. I don't know.
Why is Russia huge? And then there's another point where Lithuania and Poland are connected at a spot in the Baltic Sea that's also Russia.
Oh, you're right. Iceland is close to Ireland. I thought Iceland was a part like attached to like Norway or Sweden or something.
No, Iceland's an island.
It is an island. Yep.
I mean, technically everything's an island.
So you see Ireland and then you see Greenland. Like they're not that far.
I don't know where Greenland is on this map. I can't see it.
It's look at Canada. It's really close to Canada.
I'm looking at a map of Europe only.
Oh, then that's probably why.
Why is Greenland not part of Europe?
No, it is, but it's like nowhere near it. Like it's closer to Canada than anything else.
See, that's why I thought it was part of America, or like it was like an Alaska situation, because I remember it not being in a place where it should be, which granted everything is the place that it should be.
I don't know. According to God, it is.
Holy fuck, Greenland's huge, dude. What the fuck?
There's only 56,000 people that live
We
there.
should move to Greenland. Oh no, wait, no, isn't that the cold one? Isn't that the whole thing?
Greenland's like
cold,
disgusting and nice.
cold.
I think Iceland's like relatively cold, but it's not like Greenland. It's like
I think it's like the funny little joke that they're like reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Australia really do be far away.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. But like you can clip through the map, right?
Yeah.
Like you go up. Like if you go from Canada, you wouldn't go from Canada across Africa to Australia. You'd go up.
You'd go the opposite way.
You clip through the map and come out the other side like a video game. Because it's a circle, apparently.
Can you fly over the North Pole?
Mm-hmm.
Can they do that?
I don't think they do it a lot, but I think you like over it, like on a regular thing, because people fly to it.
Yeah, like over it. Yeah.
I don't think they do it often. I'd imagine they probably wouldn't try very often.
Wait, hold up. What's north of? I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot. What is north of Canada?
The Arctic. The Arctic.
What's north of that? Because there's just ocean up there.
You go up and then because you're on the Earth, right? Where's the circle? So this is the Earth, right? We're like here.
Wait, do I have to be looking at you? Oh, okay.
You go up. That's the North Pole, and then you go back around.
What's on the other side? Wait, I'm not even.
You go up from Canada.
I'm trying to.
Hypothetically speaking, you would end up in Russia. Globe. You'd go past. I think it would be Russia area
up
or North Asia. You'd go past the North Pole. Like
you're right. It would.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Just like if you went down from Brazil, you'd hit Antarctica and then come back up around to. Wait.
So my thought process for a second was if you went past the Arctic and over, you'd end up in Antarctica. That's the furthest you could ever be from Antarctica, though. You would actually probably hit like Russia. Yeah.
Yeah, because Antarctica's down.
Because
you go over the North Pole and hit Russia. Or Asia, because Northern Asia, that area.
Yeah.
You'd hit like
okay. The concept of a round Earth just threw me off. I've been watching too many conspiracy videos.
No, it's kind of hard to visualize it as like a circle.
That's why I need a real fucking globe. I wish I had one in my room. I think I used to.
You seem like that kind of dude.
Would have a globe?
Oh, you know what? I found a circular thing right now. So if you left from, let's say you drove all the way up to, what is NT? Is that Northern Territories?
Northwest
You went up to Northern Territories and you just left straight up there, right? So, or even if you got in a plane and went straight up from the Hudson Bay, you would end up, if you went parallel straight up, you go across the Arctic Ocean and across Iceland and Greenland, you'd end up in Sweden. If you went up from like around the Yukon area, you'd end up in Russia. And if you took a hard left and went over the Siberian Sea, you'd end up in Japan. That's why Japan's technically polar opposite to us.
Gotcha. Okay. I've officially visualized it. Because I think what I was doing is I was picturing the Earth as like a hollow cylinder, like that. But it's like
Agartha. Hey man, you said this. Hollow cylinder.
It's a cylinder.
My man's doing like fucking sex jokes from the third grade. He's doing fucking anal fingering.
That's all that was just a long-winded joke about.
This has been an hour and 20-minute joke just to be like, man, we should have. I'd be so down to do like a geography quiz at some point.
When I was a kid in silent reading, a lot of the time I would read an atlas.
Well, see, here's the thing. So everybody who's listening definitely knows who Duff it is because he was on the podcast. He's really good with that shit. And he used to question me all the time about it, where he'd be like, name a country, name a country, and then like try to name off or like try to name every state and stuff. Like I'm like, I don't fucking know.
He can rattle off
every single
capital, every capital of every state.
Yeah,
not just
what's the capital of Louisiana?
See, I'm gonna say Baton Rouge, but I don't actually know.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna do a few of these right off. What's the capital of Kentucky?
Louisville, I think. I think that one's Louisville. So picture the city that you know the most in each state. It's usually not that city. It's usually the like
that's
second
not true.
biggest.
What's the capital of New York State?
Not New
Buffalo.
York. Nope.
The Bronx.
Albany.
What's Albany?
Yep.
Exactly. Oh, is that the island that's not New York City?
No, it's like landlocked. It's like on the way. It's like in between Buffalo and New York City. It's either Albany or Syracuse. I can't remember. But it's crazy. What's the capital of California? I actually don't know that.
It's San Francisco.
I don't trust you.
I'm pretty confident in that. I'm gonna check it right now. Why can't I literally just find a list?
There's like a game, like a fill in the blanks. See, it's Sacramento. Why the fuck is it Sacramento? They picked the dumbest capital cities ever.
Well, it's probably because they're like the first places.
I guess so.
All right. Now I'm finding it. I'm looking at. I want to look.
What's capital of Louisiana? I'm curious.
Louisiana. I want to say it's Baton Rouge. I wanted to say it was fucking. Okay, you were so off with Kentucky.
What is it?
It's fucking Frankfurt.
Don't even know what that is.
You know where it is, actually? You know what's
heard
the
of that
capital of fucking Kentucky? Oldham County. Because where Knock Loose is from. That's the only thing that matters. All right, what's the capital of Nebraska?
Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these Midwestern states are like the only city you can think of because it's probably the only city in the state.
What is the capital of Virginia?
I knew this one. I don't know.
Richmond. That's where Chris Chan's from. The capital of Vermont is Montpelier.
Tough.
What's the? Oh, this one's pretty common. This one's like makes sense. What's the capital of Tennessee?
Memphis.
You literally. All right.
Is it Memphis? Nashville is
the one that you would think it would be.
Oh, see, that one's a.
What's the capital of Texas?
Austin.
Yes. See, that one makes sense as well.
I almost said San Antonio.
No, that one makes sense though. Capital of Massachusetts is Boston. That also makes sense.
Interesting.
What else do we got here? None of these like capital of Arizona is Phoenix. That's okay. Capital of Colorado, of course, is Denver.
What's the capital of Nevada?
The capital of Nirvana is Carson City.
Made up place.
What's the capital of New Jersey? Trenton. I've heard of that place. What are the capitals of like what's the capital of Ontario?
Take a guess.
Is it Ottawa?
No.
What did you mean by it's not Toronto?
Yep.
It's Toronto? Oh no, Ottawa is the capital of the country.
Yeah. Ontario is Toronto. I always thought it was weird that there were two different places.
I think it's
That's
just
why-
because the capital of the country has to be is like in the capital of like is.
Do you
in
know
a
the
place.
first capital of Canada?
Yeah, Denver, Colorado.
Mm-hmm. It's Denver,
Where is it?
Colorado.
Where is it?
Kingston. It's the made up place that nobody's ever been to. It's Kingston.
Is that like the first place that people ever came to?
It's probably one of them, yeah, because the St. Lawrence River is right there, right? And people like to use that thing to get here.
What's the capital of? Is the capital of British Columbia Victoria?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna guess some more. Capital of Saskatchewan is Regina.
I have to Google that. I don't actually know.
100% Regina. I'm gonna try to guess them all, and then we'll end the episode.
Oh my god, I can't fucking type.
Just find a list. I'm gonna try to guess.
You're right. It's
okay. So we're gonna go from. I need to find a map of Canada. No, I can't find a map of Canada. Name the.
I'll find a list.
Name the place, and I'll try to find the capital. We'll see how good I am at least Canadian.
Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. I can't type. Okay. Are we doing territories too?
Yeah, sure. My old roommate Mickey, shout out Mickey if you're listening, just told me I look like Jason Momoa if he took fentanyl instead of protein powder. Okay. Wow.
One, why do you say that? We're not live streaming. Two, so rude.
No, it was a picture I posted on my story of me.
Oh, okay.
So rude.
Okay, so we have Ontario, we have Saskatchewan and British Columbia. Okay, let's do Alberta. What's the capital of Alberta?
I want to say it's Banff, but I don't think it is. Oh no, it's Edmonton.
Yep.
I'm a dumbass. I keep forgetting Edmonton.
Banff isn't even I guess it is a town.
But no, like I just thought it's like an area. It's like the Appalachians.
Yeah, it's the name of the park.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Manitoba. That's the last Western province we need.
Winnipeg.
That one you can't think too hard about.
Yeah, no, I had to because I forgot. I knew it was a very important city.
Winnipeg is not a very important city. Winnipeg is fucking useless.
As far as Manitoba goes, it's the most important city because the only city there.
Quebec.
Is Quebec City the capital of Quebec?
It is.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about those separatist scum. Learn how to speak English, you fucking assholes. And that's not being racist because they're all white.
Well, it's French people.
They're white.
I know.
I'm saying when
you can make fun of the French.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're really fucking obnoxious.
French Canadians. Scumbags.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a running joke that nobody likes French people.
What else do we got?
I gotta say I don't like French people, but it's easy to make fun of you. We just did Quebec. What's next? New Brunswick. We're getting hard now. We're in the Maritimes.
Man, you have family.
You've been out there. You know about these.
Yeah, but I don't know shit. Lobster is at the capital.
It's a lobster roll.
Capital of New Brunswick is. I want to say something with an R.
There's an R in it.
What does it start with?
An F.
Franklin.
It's kind of a name of a. It could be somebody's last name.
This is a shot in the dark. This might be the dumbest. Like Fulton.
No, that sounds like a real city name though. Fredericton.
I didn't. How the fuck would I know that?
I don't know. I almost gave you a hint. You have a dog named Fred, so I almost said your dog.
Oh no, I would have said like Henry.
Henryville.
Henryville.
Nova Scotia.
Is it Halifax?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that's like the only big place around there.
I don't think I can name another city in that province.
I can name wherever my grandma lived, but I don't remember where it is. So
I almost said the name of the city instead of the province. Newfoundland and Labrador. Think of Dear Zachary.
I don't want to think about that.
The look you gave me.
I'm good. Is it Zachary?
No.
No, it's not. Prince Edward Island is his own province, right?
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea then.
St. John's.
Oh, I would have known that.
You knew.
Yeah, that's a big.
I guess last province, Prince Edward Island.
Doesn't have a capital.
It doesn't exist. Nobody governs there.
It literally doesn't have a capital. I don't give a fuck. It's like the size of the palm of my hand, bro. What's the capital?
Charlottetown.
Yeah, no, it's not. You made that shit up like the Freedom Mobile rep.
Do you want to? It's actually Charlie. That's what it is.
I think I think I'm more confident in the territories than I am with the Eastern.
Yeah, because you want to move out there.
To the territories?
Yeah.
I don't want to move to a territory.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I could, yeah.
None of it. We talked about it on a podcast with Dan. Remember that conversation? No.
Yellowknife is the other one, right?
It's one of them. There's 3 territories.
None of it is. Oh, is it? Is it a weird name? Is it a native name?
Yeah. It's hard to pronounce.
It's some with an I.
Mm-hmm. I'll give it to you. Iqaluit.
Yeah, I didn't want to try to pronounce it and be like disrespectful. I was gonna say
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, and I'm looking at it.
I think I've heard people pronounce it as Iqaluit.
That might be the white person in me pronouncing it though.
Yeah.
Yellowknife.
That's a capital.
What's the province? The territory.
It's the Northwest Territory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last one is Yukon.
The Yukon.
Is it Yukon or the Yukon?
I think it's Yukon. Oh, it's Yvonne. Bakersville.
No.
Santa Ana. Honolulu.
Why the fuck was I thinking that? Why was I in my head? I was like, he's gonna say Honolulu now.
Am I gonna say that? He's gonna say
Honolulu
is the capital of Florida. Wait, of the capital of Hawaii.
That was really weird. I hated that.
Also, another really obvious one is the capital of Georgia is Atlanta.
That does make sense.
But the capital of Georgia is actually 40 miles from Atlanta. This is nowhere going to Georgia. Shut the mountain goats. I have no idea.
Whitehorse.
Oh, I knew it was yellow and white. Fuck. That sucks. I hate everything.
And that was our little geography session.
I'm kind of proud of myself.
You did pretty good, man. I think you got like 10 out of 13.
Now, here's the thing. If you were to put me in a room and tell me to draw the country and draw where they go, forget about it. I have no idea what's connected to us. America.
Like Ontario?
America, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo borders.
And then
Niagara Falls.
Is it Quebec is on the other side?
Quebec, yeah, northeast of us is Quebec. I think Ontario only borders 2 different provinces.
Yeah.
I don't think they border 3. And Quebec's one of them. What's the other one?
There's another one. It's Quebec and Buffalo.
What's
above?
Yeah, well, it's like
Northwest Territories.
No,
I know. It's
Ontario borders it, but it's not like a big border because all the lakes are in the way and stuff.
It's
come on, man, you got this. if you're just listening, the stress on Brady's face right now.
It's not BC because that's on the opposite side, linked to like California and Oregon and stuff like that, and like Washington State and Seattle.
You got this, man.
And then it's not East Coast.
You know the Maritimes.
East Coast is...
Man, you got this. I know
we're here.
Process of elimination.
What is the way? What direction is?
Okay, east of us is Quebec.
What direction is fucking Quebec?
East.
What direction is Buffalo?
South.
What direction's west? What direction's west? I thought it was the ocean.
It is if you go far enough.
I thought it just like clipped off the ocean and then it was New York or something or Florida.
You're fucking with me. Manitoba.
I don't know. What?
Manitoba.
No, Manitoba's
Border
this way.
I don't know which way you're pointing. I can't tell. I don't know what
Like
direction.
It goes like this. It goes Ontario,
Google a map of Canada
Quebec.
right now.
Shut up. I don't want to. I don't want to like lose my mind. It goes Ontario, Quebec. Then it goes Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alberta, British Columbia. And then above it is all Yukon. There's nothing going on above it.
Okay. So
other than America,
if you want to get into real particulars, let me open Zoom again.
When
Ontario,
know this?
Actually, Ontario and Manitoba have a huge fucking border, way bigger than I thought. North of us, there's like nothing north of us because the Hudson Bay is there and it's fucking massive. So that's what's north of us. So west of us is Manitoba, then Saskatchewan, then Alberta, then British Columbia.
That's stupid.
Take it up with God, man. I didn't do it.
I got a lot of things to take up with that guy, so I'll add it to the list. I feel like we've been ripping for a while.
Yeah, we started at 6:30. 7:52. We've been getting consistently longer with these.
I don't know.
Before we go, do you want to talk Dead Collective again, or you want to wait till next week?
No, we got a collection coming out February 10th.
You mentioned a promo code. Do you want to mention it now, or
nope? Because it's not out yet.
Okay.
So
cool. So we'll leave it there then. Thanks for listening, guys.
This has been episode 21 of Live from the Void. Thanks for sticking
it's 9
with
plus
us.
10. 21.
21. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I have to wait